Okay, Dad, is that Winside over there?
Yep, that's Winside.
All right. So as we're approaching Winside, Dad, tell us, we're going to take you out to a location that you grew up on, right?
Right.
All right, so talk to us about what we're going to see. Like, how long ago was this? What years? Childhood from what years?
It was I remember it was from the middle 40s to 1966, I believe we moved off the farm there and moved to Norfolk.
Okay, so for a couple decades.
Uh-huh. And I lived on that farm for, over 20 some years,
Awesome. So how old were you? You're talking from birth?
I was probably 8 years old, because I remember Grandpa died when I was 9 years old. It was in the summertime.
All right.
I think that was the summer of 1949.
Wow. Okay. So talk to me where we're going. So this is not inside Winside, Nebraska, but where in relevance to the town?
Place where I used to live was 2 miles east of Winside and a mile north, and just a little bit east.
All right. So I'm gonna go back to the thing here. So we're approaching the turn for Winside. So we're gonna drive past it.
Yeah, you want to drive in town?
We're gonna go in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or to get on that road, go straight. You want to go see if them old Volkswagens are still there?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So we're on the approach to Winside, Nebraska. Here we go.
We don't want to get lost now, do we?
All right. I remember doing bike riding out that direction to the left. I remember we had. I remember when we got the bikes.
Right.
All right, here we go. All right, you just guide me.
That's new.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, remember
that was
when?
there last year.
Yeah, remember when we drove up here? We identified all these new things here, the houses and the church, and okay, Winside Wildcats. All right, we're going straight through.
Yeah, just go straight on through.
All right.
At that time, that was old 30. This was old 35. Before they put new and it was all gravel.
Yeah, because if I remember right, you go all the way back and you hit gravel road. Remember this church?
Remember Vern Hill was the guy that remodeled our bathroom in the house that time. They lived right there. I don't know if they're still living here.
I think if I remember right, this used to be a gas station.
Yep,
okay, now listen to this.
That was a gas station.
Now I remember coming to this gas station, and there was still the old school. You know how you get a soda, the bottle, and you'd have the little cap opener on there. I remember going right there to get a bottle of soda and using the old school method. Yep, I remember that. All right, we're going straight. We're about to enter gravel road here.
2 miles east.
All right, we're about to enter the country.
Yeah, this used to be old 35.
So it says slow because of potential horse riders.
There used to be a lot of loose gravel on this road. In fact, when I was first year in high school, I rode to high school with neighbors of ours, and they was seniors. And when they got out a week or two early, then a lot of times I'd walk home, get out of school at 4 o'clock. I just walked down the old highway here a couple of miles and then a mile north. It took me about 20 minutes to half an hour to walk, just average walking.
So you just walked, you walked to school?
Walked home from school.
Oh, you didn't walk to school?
No, because I rode with the neighbors. They picked me up every day. And they, like I said, they were seniors, and I was a 9th grade. Well, when they got out of school a week or two early,
You don't need
Had to walk home. I walked home.
Gotcha. Okay. So what type of school did you go to? Like Little House on the Prairie, one room schoolhouse?
Grade school. Used to be a schoolhouse on that corner too. It's all gone. It's gone.
So, but those of us who watched Little House on the Prairie, that's the type of school?
Yeah.
All the grades in one room?
One big room schoolhouse.
All right, so as we're going here, we still good?
Yep. Got another mile to go yet.
Okay. So what type of, how big of a farm? What did you have? Are we talking cattle and chickens? Are we talking?
I had cattle there, and Grandma had some chickens, but other than that, that was it.
So what was what did the farm produce? Or did you guys have any fields of anything?
Yeah,
or?
he had a quarter of a section. He farmed. He had alfalfa and corn and oats.
When we say he, you mean you're
Uncle
referring to
Otto.
Okay.
Irene's husband.
Gotcha. So some may remember Otto and Irene,
Yep.
which I remember Aunt Irene.
Yep.
I remember being at her farm. Matter of fact,
where they lived.
I don't remember where it was, but I remember being on it.
That was from where we lived. It was a mile west and 2.5 north.
Okay. Okay. So this farm property, we're gonna go see. About how big are we talking? I mean, acre-wise, we talking?
Well, I don't know. I'm not familiar with.
Okay.
It was a quarter of a section anyway. Whatever. Now turn here. Turn left.
Okay, we're gonna turn left here. This is 570th Avenue. Okay.
This used to be dirt. This wasn't a gravel road.
Okay. So let's see. What else could you tell us about the?
There used to be a farm place over here, but I see that's gone.
So what else could you tell us about the years growing up on the farm? This was your. So you didn't grow up with you. So you were raised by whom?
My grandma.
Your grandmother. Okay.
And now we with Irene and Otto a lot. And Otto, so I see him been to it. There used to be a big farm right past this creek here. Yeah, that's all. I see the corn crib's gone.
Okay, so are we approaching the area?
Yep. On top of the hill up there is the intersection. There used to be a big farm here.
Okay.
Florence Neiman farm. He had a big farm here.
Okay, so is this like what used to be the driveway this here?
Yeah, it used to be a driveway here. Florence Neiman farmed this place. But I see they've tore it all, everything's tore down and farmed now.
All right, so this is the kind of the property in question, right?
No, this isn't none of ours. This is just a neighbor.
Oh, okay, so we still got to go up a ways.
Yeah, up in the corner up there, an intersection up on top of the hill there.
All right.
In fact, they had their mailboxes up on the corner because this wasn't a mail route here. So they had to drive up on the corner every day to get their mail.
When you say they...
Florence Neiman's. Florence. Yeah, like I said, this is just an old dirt road here. There was a farm place over here too. It's still there. The house is still up there.
All right, so we're going to come up to this intersection, then do what?
Now here, about right here was the schoolhouse. The schoolhouse and some playgrounds. Right in here was it. Okay, now turn right.
All right, so we're going to turn right on, what do you got here? 853rd Road, so 576 and 853.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay, let's turn and see where we... Okay, so once we turn here,
Yeah.
now what?
Just down the hill there's where we used to live. There's a big farm place right here, but everything, even the corn crib's gone.
Okay, so where was the driveway to your farm at the time?
Okay, right here was a driveway. Right here was a driveway.
Okay.
Right there.
So let's go up to the top of the hill here.
We got it gravel better than we used to be.
Dude, this is pretty big rocks, actually.
Yep. Yep, this used to be the old farm place.
So this looks like the current like access or driveway. So you're saying this here, this is the property?
Yep, even down up next hill there was the end of his property.
Okay, so tell me that again.
Well, his property ended up there. See where them cattle are? That's about
Yeah.
where they had a fence up there. Where is it? Property end there. And see all them poles up there going about a half a mile up road there? See them poles there?
Yeah, I see him. Yeah.
That's where his property ended.
When you say
And
his, you keep
Otto Cook.
Okay, so your grandmother, the farm you lived on,
Yeah.
is here right in front of us. This is the property.
Yep.
Wow. So as far as the you mentioned a corn bin or anything, you know, all that
Right.
is obviously gone.
You know, in the wintertime, we'd have lots of fun going down this hill on our sleds.
Oh, I bet.
Even out here
a
on
pretty good hill.
in the field here, we'd go down on our sleigh rides. Man, we had so much fun.
So we talking a couple bedroom home, or what type of place did you?
Yeah, it was 3-4 bedroom. It was 3 bedroom. We had 2 big bedrooms upstairs and then a big bedroom downstairs.
Talk to us about. Oh gosh, we're talking mid 40s. So what type of, you know, what did you cook on? You know, so my mind.
She had a gas stove.
So my mind goes back to Little House in the Prairie, and
Yeah.
the pump
Yeah.
water at the, you know, at the sink, and it
Yeah,
goes
we
back
did for
to.
years. You know, at first everybody had done that. You know, on a farm, mostly back in the 40s.
So where did you use the bathroom? Did you have an outhouse, or what did you guys?
Yeah, we had that.
By the
too.
way, anyone can throw in other questions.
Most
also. We're
everybody
joining
had
the conversation.
outhouses at that time, and then it all changed in the 50s.
This doesn't have to be just a one-on-one. This is anybody wants to
But
be involved.
no, and my grandma in fact, she even had an old cook stove she used a lot, besides her gas.
A what?
A cook stove.
A cook stove.
Yeah, you could put wood in it, cobs in it, you know, burn.
Like, so a wood burning.
Yeah, she
stove.
had a deal there. You could put water in on the one end there. It had a lot of. You could get hot water in there too. You know, you had a cook stove. You could cook on it, and she used that quite a bit. And then she had a gas stove too. She used, you know, to cook things with.
What
instead
else?
of electric, a gas.
So we had an outhouse. We had okay, that's a pretty decent sized house. How about
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys had fields of what? Corn?
Yeah, they had corn and they had.
Did you
had alfalfa.
Did you work in the field? Did you drive a tractor?
I helped him when I was a teenager.
So what did you-
I've plowed, I've raked, I've disked, I've hauled in corn while he was picking corn. I'd run the sheller and put the corn in the corn crib and stuff like that, you know,
Really?
to help out
Really?
on a farm, yeah.
You drove a tractor?
In fact, in the summertime when he had the tractor here, I'd come along the road here and cut the weeds alongside the road here.
Over here?
Yeah, on both sides of this road. I'd usually go down to the down the bottom of the hill where his section ended. And I'd go up here. Yeah, I'd cut weeds on both sides of this road here.
Interesting.
Grandpa Loren, what type of livestock did you have?
He had just regular cattle, just short-horned.
So
He only had about
okay, so
30 head over here.
So I don't know really what that means. We don't know what that means. So does that mean like you have dairy cattle versus cattle that are raised for meat?
Well,
Is
they
that what
weren't.
you mean, or-
Well, he fed them, and I don't know what he actually. He had some cows, but we used to have some milk cows, but we quit milking. And as far as I know, he fed them and sold them because he didn't have dairy cows. He dropped dairy cows later. He had some over at his place years ago, but they didn't have them anymore. And
So what? So you talked about the sledding. You talked about cutting. You talked about some things. What was childhood like growing up out here? Because you grew up from what? From like you said, like 8 years old all the way up to 20 years. That put you almost
probably 24, 25 years old, maybe 26.
wow.
Because I moved out off the farm in 66, so I would have been probably 26 years old then.
So the technology between when you were a kid and before you left must have been different out here. What changed?
I don't know, it just was different. I mean,
All right.
living on a farm and moving into town.
Interesting. And then what made you move away from home? What got you off the farm? Was it?
Well, my grandma, she was getting older, and I just wanted to, I didn't do any farming myself, so I worked out. I drove back and forth on construction jobs, and worked in Norfolk most of the time, on construction.
You worked construction?
I'm back, yeah.
So that was
probably 8-9 years, and
So pre-Dietz and pre-working furniture, you did construction.
I done construction, and I got on at the high school. I was a custodian there for 3.5 years, maybe 4 years.
At which school?
This new senior high school.
Oh, the Norfolk Senior High? I did not know that. Okay.
Yep. They built that back in the early 60s.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so what else? Now we know your brother passed when you were really young as well. Did that happen out here while you were on the farm, obviously?
Yep. Well, he didn't live with us. He lived with his mom.
Okay, so he lived with his mom. You lived with your grandma.
He lived with Dad's first wife.
Okay.
Because she was, my mom and stuff.
Okay.
And hardly ever seen her. We lived with my grandmother. But hardly ever. My mom was a stranger to us, My grandma, she kept, in touch with my mom and everything. But. And then my other brother, Doug, he was 2 years younger than me. He got killed. We're still on a farm yet. He got killed coming home from work from Wakefield. Head-on collision, Yeah, things look so different here. You would never know. There was a schoolhouse up over there and a farm place right here.
Well, this has been hopefully this has been cool coming up here.
If you want to go another mile or so, see all them trees up there northwest of here? Way over there.
I see the
That's where
trees.
Tom Leonard's used to live.
Really?
So if you want to drive up there another mile and then drive north there on that place, that's where Tom
Yeah, I can
lived
see
on
from
a
here.
farm.
I
Yep.
can zoom in and see it at a distance. See.
In fact, a couple times over the years when we was younger, we'd cut across and walk up there,
Interesting. Cool.
just for the fun of it, Now we was only about 1.5 miles from each other.
Well-
And I really ought to live another 2 miles north of them yet, so.
Interesting. All right. Well, hopefully this is how cool has this been coming back and seeing how many years has it been since you've been here and seen this property?
I've been by here once or twice when I was delivering furniture over probably 25, 30 years ago, but
So it's been decades since you've been here.
oh yeah. But that corn crib was right up there. I
How
can still picture that corn crib up there.
Yeah. How does it feel being back here on the property?
Okay.
Just nostalgic?
Yeah.
Brings back a lot of memories?
Oh yeah, it does. And we just walked to school, just up the hill there.
Awesome.
I remember we had a blizzard one time, and all the kids and stuff that come down there, and they was going to spend the night with us because we had a blizzard and nobody could come home. But some of the farmers did make it, so they come to the house where we was at, and they picked up their kids. But there must have been 10 kids anyway in the school.
Wow.
And the teacher, so they stayed all night, what was left. That
Awesome.
was interesting, the school. Come down here.
Well, this has been cool. Thanks for sharing with us. You ready to go grab some lunch?
You bet. I'm ready.
All right. So we're gonna peace out here from. I
remember I telling you I had a
Winside,
German
Nebraska.
Shepherd. He used to chase cars when he'd hear a car coming. He'd run
Who?
up there. My dog I had, German Shepherd. He used to chase cars, but he got cured. Otto had that fence there, but he had electric fence along there. And one time he was chasing that car. I seen the whole thing, and he hit that electric fence, and boy did he yelp. And after that, he never did chase cars. He quit chasing them.
I bet.
It was interesting. It was comical to see.
All right. So is
Go
the
another
best
mile.
is the best way to get back out to go?
Just go. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have no clue where I am.
Just
So
keep going another mile north.
Okay.
Yep, both these farm places are still here. Yeah, they look like the gravel road got better than they used to.
Well, you can tell they re-rocked it or re-put down new rock. Looking at the...
Most of the time, these gravel roads aren't the best.
Hey, cows.
I see they tore that big barn down. There was a barn right west of, right in there. They tore that all down, I see.
So where was the school at? Are we headed toward the school?
No, the school we passed it.
Oh, okay.
That was up there on the hill on the corner.